Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, September 12th. And you can see the very busy tropics here on this slide here. And about 2 weeks though, we may see the Atlantic basin all but shut down. The African wave train looks like it may certainly come to a close, but we'll have to then watch for close-up development either in the Gulf of Mexico or the southeast states. Right now it could be the Gulf of Mexico, could be the next area we eye. But right now all attention is on Hurricane Florence. And the emphasis, I think, has shifted just a little bit south to central and southern North Carolina and into northern South Carolina. But right now, southern South or North Carolina, to me, looks like it could be your Hurricane Katrina, your Harvey. It could definitely devastate that area, no doubt. Unfortunately, we'll probably see a significant loss of life and property, probably damage in the billions. And looks like over the next 5 days here in the MAC, LAC areas, lots of sunshine, beautiful weather pattern we're going to be in with upper 70s to low 80s. We'll have mid 70s today, but again, we're going to be running about 10 to 12 degrees above normal as we go through the weekend into early next week. And again, all eyes are on the storm that's heading towards the Carolinas, and we'll certainly have more slides on that coming up here in a minute. And if we look at yesterday, though, what a beautiful day out there. You can see lots of lush green with plenty of rainfall that we've had. And our normal high is now 74, the normal low is 50, and we're going to be quite a bit above that here over the next 5 days. Yesterday, we had a high of 78 and a low of 48 with no precipitation across the area, still running about 5 degrees above normal. And our sunrise this morning is 7:14, it'll set tonight at 7:54. As far as temperatures around the area, again, mainly in the low to mid 50s, the warm spot 57 at Henderson, the cool spot 51 down at Blissfield. And if we look at the next several slides, you can see our growing degree days here in the Breckenridge area. Over the last 22 years, we are in second place, but right there, just a few growing degree days behind the most we've accumulated. But if you look at the 50% plant date on corn, we are way ahead and heading for a record growing degree days of after the 50% plant date on the corn has been achieved. And we're certainly well ahead of last year, which was also a big year for growing degree days. As far as Blissfield, despite starting having the growing season start out at the end of May, they've already caught up and are in pretty good shape as well there. And again, a lot more growing degree days to be accumulated here over the next 2 to 3 weeks. And as far as, again, Brown City, ahead of all the previous years that we've tracked. And if we look at Clarksville, only a couple of years, but again, in great shape there as well. Newaygo, again, second place there. So growing degree days, definitely not an issue. On this morning's weather map, you can see the best place in the country to be really for nice weather will be right across the Great Lakes back into the Corn Belt with dry conditions, lots of sunshine and mild temperatures. Meanwhile, as we move the map ahead to tomorrow, again, great conditions across the Midwest. Our Hurricane Florence getting ready to slam into North Carolina overnight into early Friday and then just linger in that area again on Friday, just making landfall Friday morning. This should be Friday morning rather. And again, fair weather, great conditions all across the Great Lakes and Midwest. We look at the satellite view and you can see Florence again moving to the west-northwest at about 17 miles per hour, and it's packing some pretty good winds, and we show you the latest hurricane update on that. And you can see what a nice place to be here across the Great Lakes as we're sandwiched between systems. And as far as rainfall here over the next 7 days, this area here, the darkest shade, is in excess of 20 inches of rainfall. Williamston, again, you are really becoming more and more under the gun, as well as some of these inlet areas, and we'll show you the storm surge map in just a moment on that. But again, very, very excessive rainfall. Any place in this area here we'll have to watch. We could see isolated areas picking up over 3 feet of rain here over the next several days. And again, if you look at the storm surge map that we're looking at, some of these areas here where the water pushes in and piles up, we expect extreme surge conditions and flooding in that area, and then that's on top, or then we pile on 20 or 30 inches of rain in some areas, and you can see just a tremendous amount of flooding, not to mention winds could be around 80 to 120 miles per hour when the hurricane slams into the area. As far as the 5 a.m. hurricane update, you can see the central pressure at 946 millibars with sustained winds at 130, so that's down a little bit, and we expect us to fluctuate over the next 36 hours between a Cat 3 and a Cat 4 storm. And again, as it comes into the area just in the southern part of North Carolina. It's that northeast quadrant we're worried about, and I think this is going to be a flat out major disaster area here coming up at the end of the week here. As far as the forecast here for our area, fantastic weather, mid 70s today, and then into the upper 70s to low 80s right on through the weekend with plenty of sunshine here. So a great weather pattern for much of the state of Michigan and southwest Ontario. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.